a Majesty Day to everyone. So for today, we will be telling you our team repetition on elements of a good action. So presented on the slide is a personal ethical case of a good action. So let me read to you our case. As a student who commutes, there are occasions when after our classes we are left feeling utterly drained, under immense pressure, and feeling overwhelmed. In the midst of rush hour traffic, it is a common occurrence to find jeepneys, taxis, and other means of commuting already brimming with passengers. Consequently, there are moments when individuals find themselves vying for a coveted spot just to secure a ride home.
To continue with the case, one particular instance stands out in my memory when the jeep had only one available seat, and there were two of us eagerly vying for it. Myself, a weary student, desperate to get home, and a senior lady.
In spite of my fatigue and strong desire to return home, to rest and catch up on schoolwork, I couldn't help but recognize that I was in a better position to endure the wait in comparison to the elderly lady, with my ability to board the jeep more swiftly and secure the sole available seat for myself. The logical choice might have seemed apparent. However, I made the conscious decision to assist the senior lady in boarding the jeep instead, even though it meant a longer wait for me.
Moving on with the facts of the case, a student who commutes via jeepney, the student commutes on the way home after classes, and the jeepney had only one available seat. There were two people vying for the seat, the student and the senior lady, and the student was tired and wanted to go home, but the student chose to help the senior lady and board the jeep instead. The student's story is a reminder that we all have the power to make a difference in the world, even in a small ways. By helping others, we can make their lives a little bit easier and brighter. We can also inspire others to do the same.
So for the case, the following stakeholders are involved. First, we have our student, senior lady, jeepney driver, and jeepney passengers. As for the dilemma of the case, we have take the available seat for myself versus let the senior lady take the seat instead.
For the alternative one, take the available seat for myself, and for the compare alternatives with principal's self-interest, and for the weigh consequences, the student will feel guilty or ashamed that he or she didn't let the senior lady take the available seat. And for the alternative two, let the senior lady take the seat. And for the compare alternatives with principles, compassion and kindness. And for the weigh consequences, by taking this action, the student will set a good example to others and feel good doing such a kind act. And for the alternative three, book taxi or angkas. And for compare alternatives with principles, beneficence. And for the weigh consequences, the student will not have to wait for the next jeepney and go home faster. But taking taxi or angkas will cost way much more than a jeepney.
With making decisions, the student cannot help but notice that he or she was in a better position to withstand the wait compared to the senior lady, despite being quite tired and wanting to go home early after class. With the student's ability to board the jeep more swiftly and secure the seat, the student made a logical choice that might have seemed apparent. Even though it meant a longer wait for the student made the choice to help the senior lady board the jeep instead. With this logical choice, the student's experience serves as a helpful reminder for us of the value of empathy. We can better comprehend others' needs and increase our likelihood of providing assistance by placing ourselves in their shoes. The student's pleasant experience may educate us all on the importance of kindness, compassion, and empathy.